It's the drive to New Orleans, and Mike and Phil have made it. For the past 3 days, the dynamic duo have been road tripping across the country to see the big game this weekend. Let's check in with them now. Good evening, Mike and Phil.
Good evening, Mackenzie. Are you still up, my friend?
Oh, all the time.
Excellent. Good to hear. All right. Well, what a day we've had, Mike. We finally rolled on into New Orleans. By the way, we're like close to Mississippi as well.
About 50 miles away.
Yeah, we sure are. Yeah, we're right in between the Caesars Sports Dome, Superdome, whatever the heck the stadium's called, and then Mississippi on the state line there. But what a day we've had, though, and we're not the only people that have come all the way from Erie, Pennsylvania, although they made a much shorter trip. They didn't drive here, but the Gannon University students on fire today.
Yeah, we visited them at the New Orleans Convention Center today, all working the NFL experience. They had a lot of different duties there, from meet and greets to actually running some of the events, and they were led by their professor who's done this 5 previous years. Let's take a listen to how they approached the day.
The kids are doing everything within the NFL experience. We just first had our training. The event just opened to the public right now. So the students are working the various obstacles. They're working at some of the autograph signings and all the various attractions that are here.
I want to work in hospitality, and I want to get more big game experience. So cause coming from Erie, we have our sports teams, but it's not Super Bowl big. So it's good being able to experience that and also experience these big events. I enjoyed the experience I gained here dealing with different crowds of people, especially being in New Orleans. We got so many different cultures that we might not see in Erie that much.
I just want to take this experience with the most I can, talk to as many people I can, take in everything, look around, see what people are doing differently, and learn things, maybe little skills, strategies that I can take with me and learn about that in the future.
To have your team in here, how do you keep it business and not personal?
So it's tough. So they said we're actually not allowed to wear any of the teams or any other NFL, so we had to wear this gear, which is okay, but I'm still supporting the Eagles. Just going to try to do my focus, but if I can watch the game, of course I would watch the game, but I'm going to focus on making sure fans have a good time, everyone's enjoying their experience here.
It's truly amazing for them, and actually a couple of the students this year that are on the trip were actually alumni, so they actually are able to get jobs locally in the sports industry and also kind of nationally, so it's really been something that added to their resume and just helped them get that job.
And there's a total of 31 students from Gannon University all taking part this week. And the professor mentioned previous students that have participated, Philip. One has an interview with the Denver Broncos next week.
Yeah, they don't mess around, and neither does that program. I remember we talked to them last year when we were in Las Vegas, and they said this experience really got them to the point now where they can go on and get a job. And you can't beat being on location at the Super Bowl, seeing all these fans. We were talking a little earlier. We're like, what the heck? I mean, Mackenzie, I had to see 2 Patriots fans out there. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? There's so many people that come when even their team isn't in the Super Bowl. I'm like, what's that all about, Mike? But for the Gannon students, I mean, a great experience.
Yeah, we talked about it on our ride back up here that a lot of fan bases
just buy them early.
They book the flights hoping their team gets there.
Yeah.
And even if their team doesn't make it, they still go. We ran into that in Las Vegas last year where there were a lot of Bills fans there because they said, hey,
it's like the ultimate
we booked
sign
it last year.
Of optimism. Yeah.
Even more so than
Who
you
would
do.
be that optimistic about their team? Although I will tell you what, you should probably book right now because the Buffalo Bills will be in the Super Bowl next year and will win the Super Bowl
in San Francisco.
Yeah, and by the way, Mackenzie, as I'll send it back to you right now, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Mike Ruzzi, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.